what, Bobby?
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. I better jump in that live. If she don't jump in that live, I'm gonna know this.
Kind of choked a little bit there.
Stop choking on that ghost penis.
I'm sorry. Whoa. You said the ghost peen?
Ghost penis.
No, it's not the ghost peen.
It's ghost penis.
It's definitely not ghost peen. It's not.
That ectoplasmic beam.
Probably that.
That's the same thing as ghost beam.
No, it's not. It's ectoplasmic.
Ghost beam.
No. How would you know what ghosts are made out of?
Ectoplasm.
How would you know that? The
The
ghosts.
box ghost beam.
But what if they're not?
So apparently, Demon Slayer is. It seems like it's done for right now.
I told you it was over. What's up, guys? What is up? What's up? If you're in here right now, say what's good. I see mad people in here. What's good, Josh? What up, Destiny? What up, everybody? What up, Kievon? We gotta get into this in a second. Don't worry. What up, Kate? What are you laughing at now? Alright, let me get to it first of all. What you looking at? Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yo.
We ain't gonna talk about it. We do not need.
That's funny.
As
That
know.
is funny.
Just a little bit. You don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to. Just literally got nothing to do with me, bruv.
Anyway. Let's start this right. What is up, guys? Welcome to.
Wait, I can't join.
You can't join? Can't you join?
There's something going. Oh wait.
Hey.
He just said that you typed. Oh no, I'm not bad. One gang. You feel me? It's probably.
Kayvon, we ever. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to another podcast.
Joshua. Ma.
Yeah. You done? You done?
I say what?
Alright, so we're just gonna get into it now.
Oh, really?
And we're gonna introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Because
I'm Knowledge. How are you doing today?
why are you talking like that?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
We're gonna talk about something serious today.
We're going to talk about something serious today, but my name's Kermit. Dang it! I think I'm saying Kermit. My name's Knowledge. How you doing today? I'm trying to sound like Ariana Grande. Nice to meet you.
You sound like Miley Cyrus and Bruce Willis had a baby.
Hello, my name is Knowledge.
You're Batman.
Nice to meet you.
He's fucking Batman.
I'm trying to be the new Batman, but the black man.
Wearing a Goku hoodie?
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's his fighting uniform. I guess.
He said I sound like Cleveland. My name is Cleveland Brown, and I like.
Hey, yo. Oof.
I can't even do it again. Ah, that's
You
terrible.
fucking bears, don't you? You want back to be a plumber?
Audio.
All right. Let's get into this.
Oh, you've seen.
You introduce yourself. You know it's your boy Stewie. Better than him. I'm not gonna talk no crazy ish because you know. Why you rolling your eyes?
Because you say you're about to talk no crazy.
I'm definitely gonna say something stupid. Not now, but later. I'm gonna let it slide. You already took half of the front part. I'll take the end. If y'all know. Anyway, so today's topic, if y'all haven't read the description like I should have, is right there. If y'all haven't seen a video, go watch that video right now. We're gonna pause. Hey, are they back yet?
They're gonna need more time.
Alright, hold up, let me pause again. Go watch the video. Why y'all looking at us? Go watch that video. Look at the type.
Matter of fact. Shut up, I got you.
think it's done. I think it's done. I feel like those cops seem to do it to you. No, stop. Anyway, so like Tyler said, we're going to be talking about the Bridgwater fight. Y'all should have watched the video already. It's popular, very popular.
Sadly,
unfortunately. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk our shit about it, I guess. So you want to start it off, or you want me to talk my?
I mean, I
feel like you should do this in the eyes of a Caucasus man and a black man. I'm the black man. I want to switch up the roles. Come on, let me do it. Come on. I feel like it would be fun that way.
Fine.
Yeah, you could definitely be the man. So.
I think I am a man.
On some no homo shit, but like, who's starting it off first? Because like, if I give the description, it can be like some Fox News type of deal.
I mean, if I say anything, then my word's just gonna be law anyway. So you might. So I'll give you the chance to plead your case.
I don't have a case. I feel like it's like messed up either way.
Exactly.
Oh God, this is so bad.
Like,
all right, so
we don't get a case. We are the case.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no matter what, he was gonna get either tackled, shot, or killed.
I mean, had both parties been treated equally?
When has that ever happened? First of all,
no, but I'm saying like in this instance, had both parties been treated equally, it wouldn't have blown up this big.
Had the cops not have arrived so quickly,
which is a theory of mine.
Why was the cops already there?
That plays into the theory.
The black kid said, "Let's take this shit outside." White boy said, "Nah, I'm gonna push you right here."
But even then, like, the black kid was the younger of the two.
That's what I'm saying. This man trying to. First of all, he's younger and shorter and scrawnier,
and he was standing up to somebody who was bullying another individual.
All right, not gonna lie, that kid kind of looked like a scrawny like skater kid. The ones that like
the black kid.
Yeah, he kind of looked goth, emo, something.
I don't go that far.
Now, if you saw the video, it kind of looked like he was like a punk head. You know what I mean? Like, he looked like one of those that like go around just like my life, like all that.
Cut my life into pieces.
So never mind.
In a sense. Like it looks like he listens to a lot of MGK.
Yeah. So like he kind of seemed like the type to be like, all right, I'm about to like fuck this kid up. So like I can understand why the cops tackled him first. Because
Nah, I don't even care.
I mean, like if you're going that route, yeah. But speaking of like the other kid's bigger,
other kid's bigger. The other kid
was winning.
He was winning.
This man like, on the ground.
Pause. He was on top of the other kid when the cops got there.
He was getting some hits. He was on top of it.
So, like, for them to say that the kid who was raining down punches,
they had to sit
onto
down.
The other person.
They said, "Break it up. It's round 2 in a second." That's what they said. They said, "Here, go get some water."
Nah. Round 2 with a knee in his back? Nah. that was
the medical staff.
That was round 2. Knees in his back.
They had to see if he was okay.
Nah.
They didn't check his lumbar support.
Lumbar check.
Let's look at this real quick.
Nah.
Like,
it doesn't make sense.
It does, though. If you think about it.
It
does, but it doesn't.
It literally doesn't.
The cops did the right thing, but to the wrong person.
It's not even to the wrong person. No, it's not to the wrong person because
if you see a fight,
if you're fighting in public, regardless, they both have to be separated and detained.
Yes, no,
they both have to.
That's different. But I'm saying if someone's in the process of beating on someone, the first person you're going to go to is the person beating on the person.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. They did the right thing, but to the wrong person.
No, but even with you saying that, they never detained the other guy.
See, that's the thing. We don't see that end of the video. No, because if you look at the very, very end, the female cop actually stops, like arresting the black kid that's already on the ground because white guy hasn't steered him over. She actually gets back up and goes to the white kid and starts going to her back. So I don't know if he gets arrested.
He didn't, because even in the interview, he said he had his arms up like this, and she said, "Nah, that's not necessary because you're calm." That's what the kid said out of his own mouth.
That's the all right. So I didn't see the aftermath, but yeah, that's bad.
Like, he was like, "Yeah, just put my arms up like this to say detain me." Like, he was like, "Yo, detain me because I'm in the middle of this fight with this other person."
And
like,
they already said
detain me. And she's like, the chick went up to him.
And said,
she
no,
was
it's
like,
not necessary.
"Nah, it's not necessary because you're calm."
What?
And I'm like, how does that
All right,
make sense
that
with
makes
the
it
person?
10 times worse.
He's the one raining down punches onto somebody else, yet he's the one that's calm.
This man is the one that initiated the fight. This man is the bully. This one's the oldest. This man's the tallest. This man is the chunky, abominable Pillsbury doughboy. And you still arresting the
We're not about to throw shade on Pillsbury, my nigga. Them
I know, but I still got to because
nah, them cinnamon rolls be hitting in the morning. We ain't about to disrespect. We're not about to disrespect. You can call him that.
Sorry.
You can call him that tire dude.
I'm gonna right. I'm
remember his name.
The Michelin Tiger. The
There
Michelin
you
Tiger.
go.
Michelin Tiger.
Oh, you said tiger.
I said Tiger.
You
The
can
Michelin
call him
Tiger
Michelin-
guy.
Michelin man.
Michelin. Nah, he don't get the man. He get Michelin.
I mean, he's in high school at this
He
point.
get the sidekick. He's the one that gets the air pumped into him.
So you're basically saying he's the hamburger sidekick.
Exactly.
Tragic.
He said, "Let me get a fill me up," and it all goes.
He was filling that black kid's face up with punches. I'll tell you that. That's sad. Sad.
Good thing is they hired George Floyd's lawyer. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is a plus.
So you can't really be mad about that. So therefore, you know they are not going to win the case. My thing is, it's Bridgewater.
With it being Bridgewater, it kind of doesn't surprise me now.
It does. I never thought Bridgewater was like that. I never thought Bridgewater was like that.
You can't drive in Bridgewater.
I drive in Bridgewater all the time.
I do too, but it's like, you drive in Bridgewater, if you even somewhat break the law, they're gonna be on your case.
On 22. Is it 22? To get to RV, what word is that? That's 22, right?
Yeah.
22 is the only time I can never be like speeding. Because I already know if a cop sees me, I'm being pulled over.
Every time.
But that's like a.
I would speed.
No, but here's the thing: like if they see you, if they, you know they're in the cut and they catch you, no matter like whatever you are, you're getting a ticket.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's what I'm saying.
Bridgewater doesn't play.
That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't. So that's why I thought like when it comes to race, it wasn't really a big issue because I used to go there for like to get my paper signed, to do all this in 9 1/3. Why, Amir? Anyway, so. It's like
you should just do it at this point. Right?
She's so far, so far.
Hey, you can dive in that water across that bridge, my boy. Yeah.
The boat probably sinks on the way. I don't got too much funds. I'll have to get like one of those cheap rafts and just
paddle boat over there.
Oh man! Halfway, I'm going to sink it down.
Niggas about to get a Minecraft boat.
No, that shit block by block. I got hella resources I gotta gather now.
Sheesh.
Yeah, my muscles be big after that one. I was actually James, that pump. Anyway, back to this topic. Bridgewater. That's what I thought. Bridgewater wasn't like that because I know places, and I'm about to name drop. Cranford, racist as fuck. Clark, racist as fuck. Anywhere in South Jersey, racist as fuck. You know what I mean? Like those true towns that like, you drive through it, you already know like you being watched.
Anywhere in North Jersey.
And South Jersey. It's kind of scary.
I mean, like far north.
Oh yeah, no. If you go like close to the mountains where you get no service, yeah, definitely.
Oh, you done out. You done out.
It can be bad. So
it's not. It can be.
That's why I thought Bridgewater was nothing like that.
I mean, now I'm not gonna say it's all of Bridgewater because I'm not gonna say that all police are bad. Because that's not the case.
You can't say all cops are bad.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say that's the case for every officer. And I'm not even going to say that's necessarily the case with these two officers. Mainly because had the chick done her part with the white guy, I feel like it would have been a little bit more different.
I mean, no.
Wait, hear me out. Because you got two officers, you got two people in the middle of a fight.
Yes, but
you're going to try to detain both of them.
Yes.
Had she detained the white kid, granted, both of them were not necessary in detaining the black kid. Had she stayed with the white kid and let the dude handle the black kid, wait.
But that's the thing.
I know what you're gonna say. I'm playing devil's advocate. You told me to be the white person here. Had the white guy detained the black kid without, because he did swing up while the officer was there. While the guy was there, he kind of did swing his arm up.
He kind of tried to.
In the moment,
in a cop's eyes, no matter what you do, it seems like an act of aggression.
No, but I'm saying in the moment,
if
you're in the middle of a fight,
it seems like an act of aggression. Yes, I understand.
It seems like an act of aggression, probably because he's like, "Yo, I'm still in fight mode. Dude's on top of me. He gets up. I can swing." Not saying that he didn't necessarily know that the cops were there, and that was a police officer. But like the swing up, okay, flag, African American,
white guy
swinging at me. I'm fearing for my life. If you want to go that route,
white guys get switched by another white guy. But you're not gonna know. It's you're just looking. I'm sorry, not gonna generalize. Everyone looks the same. But like, if you want to fight and you see, all you see is, for some people, when they say all I see is black, they black out. So the kid literally could have blacked out, or he could have white out. I had to. It was right there.
Go sniff some pain.
Anyway,
go sniff some pain.
So like he could have been just like blanco y blanco. It don't matter.
Like he's just swinging at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So therefore, it could have been like, look, I'm trying to push you off of me so I can get up. Because I still feel like I'm not the one in the wrong. He was just on top of me, yelling at me. Why are you coming at me crazy? Like I feel like you should be the one protecting me, instead you're the one putting all your pressure onto me.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Yes, they could have both been like detained by two different parties. However, the first party to be detained should have been the white kid. No matter what if, ands, or buts, since he's on top and he's the main aggressor, that cops should have automatically been like, hey, first of all, they didn't even say anything.
They didn't.
They didn't even announce their presence. They didn't say, hey, get off of him, hey, stop it, no, nothing. They just instantly was just like, shoot, bang. Yeah. This man said, get out my way, bang the black kid on the ground. That's basically what it was. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is the issue. Because automatically, if you saw two black kids fighting and then the cops pull up, what's going to happen?
They both getting tackled.
They both getting tackled. No, they both getting tackled. No matter what, they both getting tackled.
I'm not going to. Never mind. So I was going to say something that's going to sound sexist, so I'm not going to say it.
Two girls fighting, they both getting tackled. Yeah. It don't matter. But as soon as you see a black kid versus a white kid, oh, white kid get pushed to the side, black kids get slammed? What? Black kids already on the ground getting beat up.
But now, because what I was going to say was going to sound sexist, this might even sound sexist also. In that instance, if you're two white officers, you see a black kid versus a white kid, one of the white officers is female, are you going to have the white female go after the black kid, or are you going to have the white dude go after the black kid?
I'm saying that it should have initiated.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so if I was the two of them, I would say whoever's the biggest one, the guy is saving. Because that's just out of respect.
Okay.
That's a respectful thing to do. So if you know your partner's a female, you should already say like, okay, I'm gonna take the bullet first. And that's just like a gentleman thing to do. Yes, you guys are like equals. However, they bring life in. You don't.
Technically.
A girl can go to a sperm bank. A guy can't.
You need niggas to produce sperm.
One guy can have so many babies as he wants. One female can't.
They're picky about the scene.
They don't know that's the thing. They don't even know sometimes. They don't have to know. And they can. I know, but I'm saying like I know what you mean.
I know.
But I'm saying, you know what I mean? They don't need us.
Hmm.
They need us, but they don't need us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
that's a whole nother tangent. That
we're not going to get into. But like, so like, out of respect, if I was in the cop, like, if I was a cop and I knew like, oh look, this person might have a gun. It would be like, yeah, exactly. It would be like, all right, I'm gonna go in first, and you fall behind me. Yeah. Because then it would look like who would I look like? Like, all right, you go first.
No, that's big trash. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like
they do say ladies first, but
I mean,
I'm joking. In that instance, if you're fighting, I'm definitely not gonna have my female partner going first, and that's just me being
a gentleman. That has nothing to do with sex.
A little bit,
kind of, but like,
I'm gonna give this that had a little bit to do with it.
If I had two guys, if it was me and my partner, both guys, we're going at the same time.
I'm drop kicking everyone. But also, like, the funny thing is about the video, you had white kids even saying that's messed up.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, yo, that's racist. Like, why are you detaining him but not doing anything to him? And even the bigger kid was like, yo, what's going on? Like, why are y'all not detaining me? I'm asking. He was like pretty much asking to be detained. He said, put handcuffs on me. And like, he was the out to their PR problem. Literally. Because it's like, put them on. Give me them bracelets.
He literally said, say what's up. Like, he said, I'm big bad. Like, put some handcuffs on me. Basically.
And for this instance, I'm like, yo, cops are trash in this instance. I'm gonna say it. Don't hate me. If you hate me, oh well. I feel like had the lady had stayed with the white kid and just let the dude handle the black kid, it would not have been that bad. In the instance of the PR thing, mainly because she left the white kid alone. She had him sit down.
He actually could have
left. And he could have left. Yeah, he could have. And there would have been no repercussions.
No issue.
But he stayed, so I'll give him that. Probably because he still had to get picked up by his parents.
Here's the thing. I have nothing wrong with what the kid did except for the bullying issue.
Yes.
That's the only thing I had an issue with.
And starting the whole physical altercation.
I don't care about that.
Nah, I did.
Boys gonna be boys and gonna fight.
No, but that also plays into my theory, but I'll say it after this. But yeah, like, had both of the officers not tried to deal with the black kid solely while leaving the white kid there uncuffed, it would not have been this big of a PR instance. Like, it wouldn't have been so outrageous, or the outrage wouldn't be as high.
Still depending on how she detained him. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, if she would have detained him, like, put cuffs on him and had him
that's
sit
what I'm
there,
saying.
Yes. But
she literally
both, like, the officer male had the black kid down. Was the knee necessary? Probably not. Most likely not. But he was trying to, like, wiggle out. So, I'll give him that. But her coming over and also putting her knee on his back.
And assisting after
he's already down, hands behind his back, and he's trying to, like, necessarily figure out what's going on, because you're going from getting your face punched in to now 2 knees on your back with your arms behind.
And he's just like squirming with his hand. Like,
he's like a fish out of water. Like dude's out here magic carp using splash. Like,
it made no sense. It honestly made no sense.
So it's like, yeah, it definitely could have been handled a lot better.
Definitely could have been
on the police's part, because
I feel like everything was totally fine until the cops were there. Because
not necessarily.
No,
because had the whole altercation not happened with
had the whole altercation gone outside. Had the whole thing gone outside.
No, because the police would have still showed up regardless. They wouldn't have showed up as fast, and that is where my theory comes in. I feel like the officers were making their rounds, and white kid was waiting until he seen like some sort of authority, and then that's when he started the altercation, and that's why the cops got there so fast.
So he was like, "Let me win real quick," and then like the cops will push me off.
Yeah, and also I'm like, because I had a couple theories about this. Like if the cops are coming, like, because they'll be walking in pairs, unless they were just standing there and they were waiting for something to happen. Like they were just sitting there like birds of prey, just sitting on a perch,
like
watching,
I feel like
waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
And if they're coming around the corner and they instinctively see black kid, like they don't see the white kid do the little shove or whatnot, and they see black kid just start going in, they're gonna think that he's the aggressor.
Also true.
So it does take on like multiple, like different perspectives and points of view depending on the situation. Because if they just see black kids start throwing hands while everyone else around is just sitting there, they see the fight happen, everyone starts backing up, and they're like, "Oh, fight! We got action! Let's go detain the aggressor." And if they're seeing that the black kid is the aggressor, don't try to use this as some sort of get out of jail free card. Me saying this because fork y'all.
This is not a confession for the courthouse.
Nigga, I wasn't in Bridgwater, so you ain't gonna try to use me for that. And I don't even like y'all like that anyway. If the female cop does want to come my way, probably, maybe, I don't know, give or take. Depending on your trial. I need to get out of my tickets if I do get them. But yeah, no, it was just like, y'all niggas need to do better.
Yeah.
And in that instance, it shows that there was a lack of
training.
I'm not gonna say lack of training, because in that instance, you do have two people actively in a fight. Granted, one of them is on the losing end. And
on the ground, on his back.
It's clear to see that he's on the losing end, and for the level of intensity, I'm not going to say level of intensity, but for the tactic of the restraint, most likely was not necessary.
At all.
So, yeah, no. Your comments.
Some nigga ass shit. Message all the black folk out there. Go to the closest white person and ask them their opinion. If he says some dumb shit, slap his ass. That's my comment.
I'm not gonna say that.
I don't incite violence, but you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say all that. Because if somebody just walked up to me and slapped me, then.
No, I said ask them first about what their opinion was, and if they say some dumb shit, then slap that guy.
I mean, that's everybody's opinion. Everyone's opinion is gonna be different.
I said dumb shit.
Exactly. Everyone's opinion is gonna be different. Some people can say something stupid, like,
and then they get slapped.
Like, my opinion is, I don't find Cardi B attractive. You find her relatively attractive.
Yeah.
Said relatively. As in, you would still probably put your penis in.
Yeah, not anymore. She got kids.
Before the kid. I didn't find her attractive before the kid.
Yeah, I mean, she was also a stripper, so I don't.
All right, who? Mia Khalifa.
Dude, that's a whole different story there, buddy. That's like top tier. You say you don't find her attractive at all?
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay then.
Nah, exactly. Like I'm saying, our opinions could differ.
That's different,
like,
though. That's completely different.
Wait,
I'm saying something.
Because I did stop watching the adult industry stuff. I did, yeah. It's been a good minute now. So
It gets boring, doesn't it?
not even that. It's just like
Whatever.
It's whatever.
Yeah, it's just.
It's the same thing over and over. Somebody bent over, getting penis into their anus and or vagine.
Did you watch?
I said and or. I don't say that.
Strictly ear stuff.
Ear stuff. You've been watching too much Family Guy. You've been watching too much Family Guy. Like, I preferred Mia when she kind of had like her like nose that she was born with, and not the whitified nose.
White girl nose, yeah.
Yeah.
But she came to America, she became white.
Even though she claimed to not make any money, but
okay.
You got enough money now to still do everything. I shouldn't have said me. I should have said Brittany Renner, since she's not necessarily into the.
I don't find her attractive.
I would put everything in her.
I mean, like, I find her attractive, but not like
wife up attractive. Like,
she's like every Saturday night thing.
No, probably every day.
Speaking to a guy that would obviously do porn, it would be like a once a week video.
Yeah, I don't got the body for porn, so I'm not even gonna attempt it, and I don't have the stamina. Like I said,
no comments.
I'm fat, don't got the stamina. 2 pumps and an apology. That's what you're getting. I might give you a glass of orange juice.
I'm thinking about like a 30-minute video, like a home video.
No, not even.
Like those workout videos.
Nope.
In one. No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay.
No. I'll let everyone
Get a
know.
little thrust action in.
I'll let everyone know you ain't getting. I won't be before you long.
No Peloton.
Nope. We doing it as long as the hot pocket's in the microwave.
He said he needs a Peloton with a microwave in the front, the drink cooler on the side, the plasma screen TV.
I'm putting that microwave in. I'm putting that hot pocket in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. I will be taking it out when I hear that beep, because that's all you're getting out of me. That's all you're getting out of me.
He said that open and close.
Boop.
I mean, yeah, you got a little
exactly.
Warm, you got a little
Thank
warm up.
you.
A little warm up there, and then you got to lift up the plate. So I guess that's another warm up.
Oh, soon, pop, boop. Run into the room.
That's that finger action. Okay.
Like once it hits 3 seconds, I'm back in that kitchen.
You got it on a point like that,
bro. When it's at that 3-second mark, until you hear them beep beep beep
right,
beep,
yeah.
I'm back in the kitchen. Back in the kitchen. Ooh. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. What was that thing?
I've had
right back in there.
Had a hot pocket in it.
I only get the garlic butter crust.
That does sound good. I still haven't had it.
You know.
Anyway.
Yeah. Now, if this situation happened to me,
yeah, what would you like? How would you feel? Because I feel like it would be the same thing.
One, I'm not losing that fight.
All right, so that's the number one thing. I would make sure like I'm getting my hits in before the cops hit me.
So like that's the thing. Like dude's losing and you still have that aggression. If I'm fighting and I'm winning and you have that aggression, I'm not gonna be mad.
That's understandable. Like that's what I'm saying. If the white kid was the one getting arrested first, it's more understandable because he's the one that won. The person that wins should be the first one to get arrested, no matter what.
I mean,
the cops show up.
Not even just arrested. The intensity of the takedown should have been directed more so towards the white guy.
He was on top.
Black kid's already on the floor pretty much.
Instead, they say swoop, boom.
So if I'm because I'm not taking that L. I'm going to be winning. That's that.
Okay, so let's say you're in his position and you were losing.
If I was losing and you still arrested me, then I'm gonna be upset. Especially if you arrest me prior to even like doing anything, if you do anything to the other person. That's when I'm gonna be like pissed off because I'm not about to take an L and then be arrested mainly because I'm black and like that's lose situation right there. At least let him get arrested first so I feel like I got a semi-dub. Like I'm getting beat up and then arrested.
All right, so let me be the white guy now because I'm going to speak lawyer facts.
I was gonna say you are the lighter of the two.
All right, so now we're going to go into the actual legality version of this whole entire incident because I've watched too many Auditing America.
Bro, I watched so many.
Bro, those things are freaking amazing. You understand? You can learn about every single thing about the law just by listening to guys say, "Wait, I don't want to answer your question."
Wait, Auditing America or is it Audit the Audit?
Both.
Okay, I watched Audit the Audit. Not
Audit the Audit is auditing America. Is the auditing of Audit America, basically. Does that make sense? He's auditing the auditor. I watched the auditor, like the initial arrest or altercation with the police, and then I watch like the reaction to the audit. Make sense?
Not really, but okay.
Okay, so auditing America is basically like they go to police stations and then they say like they film and then they see if they interact with them and then they get their reactions on camera. Audit the Audit is the one that comments on the auditor and their actions toward the police and say they did the right thing or the wrong thing.
I thought it was more so they see the interaction, like
they watch the interaction between the auditor and the cops.
But it's also they're like using body cam footage from the police officers.
Police officers and on both sides.
Yeah.
So you can learn a whole lot just by watching both videos because the auditors know their laws and then the audit breaks down those into the actual like laws via the state.
Yeah.
New Jersey does not have a self-defense law. So therefore, if you get into a fight, both parties automatically get arrested. That's automatically straight law.
Especially in public. Like
in a public area, and this happened in a mall. So therefore, no matter what, both parties automatically should have been arrested. Point blank simple.
Yeah.
Apparently, both parties got banned from the mall for, I think it was 4 months?
Which is nothing.
Which is,
I mean, but
what's
granted,
4 months?
But granted, it is a mall, so.
Which you understand it's Bridgwater. So like understandable, yes you got into a fight, yes you got broken up really quickly, you didn't cause any damage to the property. Yes. However, they arrested the black kid and now he has a criminal record. The white kid was not arrested and now he doesn't have a criminal record. That black kid's record now is tainted. Whereas the white kid's isn't. So now that black kid might not even get a job. If the charges stick.
I mean, that it also does count into the fact that he is a juvenile. So that could play into, like, once he hits 18, it can go through the appeal process.
Yes.
And have that at least
on his record. However,
like scrubbed from his record or have it sealed.
The also thing is, if they go through like the trial process, they can have it sealed that way. Since they are like basically sealed, they can have the charges dropped, they can have it expunged, and all that stuff. So
it's most likely going to be dropped.
However, you also think about all this publicity that it's getting, so therefore his name's already out there, your face is out there, and now all your future employers are either going to be like, I'm with you or against you, basically.
I mean, but either way, for him, yes, he is a quiet person and he did not want this sort of publicity, but the fact that he was standing up to somebody being a bully
is also
could also possibly help, but then they're going to be like, oh, what other types of situations would you get into on behalf of somebody else?
Exactly.
So it could either hurt or benefit.
Yeah. But still, they both needed to be arrested.
It wasn't need. They should. Well, yeah. They needed to be arrested. Well, I'm not gonna say needed.
Okay,
but
so
they should have been detained. I don't necessarily think
underneath the mall's discretion, they could have easily had the mall security come secure them, keep them in the office until their parents arrived, and have them talk to them.
Yeah, I mean,
minors.
for them to have, for at least the black kid to have been arrested instead of being detained, which isn't necessarily them having a charge, because since they're both minors.
The thing is, was he detained or arrested?
He's arrested, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, had they have been detained instead of being arrested, and now there's a charge on his name,
could have both just let him go.
They could have both been detained, seen what caused this whole situation. Like, okay, they're both minors. You're amongst several other teenagers.
You could have simply just called their parents.
Yeah, seen what was the issue, called their parents, and then had their parents come pick them up. Go through the process of having them banned from the mall for X amount of time and let it be done, instead of, all right, one person's getting arrested, the other isn't. This is definitely a racially thing, because there isn't any other way to say that it isn't. White guy is beating down on the black kid. Black kid's already on the ground and you arrest the black kid. The white kid asked to be detained, you say nothing.
What were they? My thing is, what were the cops thinking when they initiated this?
I don't necessarily think they were thinking.
You know what I mean? Like, you run over, you see a fight. For me, my first initial reaction to seeing a fight would be, okay, let me go break this up.
Yeah, break up the fight.
Break up the fight. Not more so, let me go push one person away. It'd be more like, let me just separate the two of them.
Yeah.
So it would have been more of a, let me push one to the side, push the other to the side. One's on the ground already, so let me just take the guy that's on top of them off. Like, if you see, like, almost like when a teacher, like, and there's a fight at school, and someone's on the ground, what do? They come over, and they grab the person that's on top, and then just pull them off of them.
Yeah, but it also plays into the fact that a teacher doesn't necessarily have the ability that a police officer, or I'm not going to say the ability, but necessarily that level of authority that a police officer has.
Well, let's say like an officer at school. They're still going to pull the person on top off.
Yeah.
And then they separate the two. In this case, they did the complete opposite. They said, we're going to separate you, but we're still going to continue the altercation.
Yeah.
That makes zero sense.
It doesn't make sense. Like, none of this makes sense. But also, it's like, come on, you guys got to do better. That's first and foremost. You got to do better.
It's
you got to.
Even if you weren't thinking, and you just saw a fight, it's automatic. Let me stop the fight, not let me arrest somebody.
And it definitely does also have that bit of perspective that I was talking about earlier. Because, yeah, rule number one in this instance, you should definitely want to break up the fight, separate the parties. These two were still, like, if white dude still wanted to be the aggressor,
he could have continued.
He could have continued because he was not properly detained. So all you did was politely
sat him down behind
sit him down. And they were still within 5 feet of each other.
No. If white kid, literally, white kid could have been stepping on the black kid's ankle.
Right. He could have jumped over both of the police officers' back and curb stomped black kid's head. And if he had that level of aggression,
if he actually wanted to, yes. He could have
full-fledged jumped right over the police officers' backs, double stop onto the back of the kid's head, and then are like, oh, now are they going to stop detaining the black kid and fully go after the white kid?
But then at that point, you're just like, let me take care of the black kid because this man just got curb stomped in his face. And then you're going to let him go again? Like,
it's most likely going to happen that way.
No, they probably just let him go and just not worry about him. They didn't worry about him the first time. Why worry about him now? You already got.
Oh no, I'm saying like he's just gonna walk away like nothing happened.
No, I'm saying he's
gonna walk away like nothing happened with blood dripping from his shoes as he takes each step.
I feel like he'll be like, hey, relax, and that's it. Calm down, ma'am, please.
Not even loud. Can you please have a seat,
sir? I'm gonna need you, please. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Calm down. Please sit over here, please.
Like, please, I will pay you to calm down.
Right here. We need you to take this lovely seat. We need you to sit here and just sit lovely, and we'll be right with you, okay? Do you need coffee? Anything? A bagel? No? Okay, we'll be right there. All right, come here. That's what it looked like.
It definitely.
It looked like this man got a complimentary breakfast.
He's that white kid that got he got stopped at Burger King.
Yes.
In the back of the police. It's pretty much how it seems like.
Yo, you want food? Yeah, pull up to the Burger King.
That's honestly how it seems, and it's sad that it seems this way. And hopefully, some action, like, not necessarily saying that they should get fired, but
they need to get fired.
I'm not gonna say that they should get fired or it's a need for them to get fired. Like
my thing is,
I need for them to have been better trained.
My thing
and that goes to the whole police station for Bridgwater and the whole policing situation in general. Because had there have not been that bias of, okay, black, white individual, if it were two white people, do you think that it would have been, they would have went for the guy on the ground first?
It would have been a more relaxed kind of separation.
And if it was two black people?
It would have been a more aggressive kind of interaction.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it needs to be some sort of reform. especially when it comes to policing black people.
We see the reform apparently.
Of course.
The reform is sit the white kid down and arrest the black guy. That's the reform.
Now that's the problem.
No, okay, so my thing is, I'm gonna say this like a true black man, but I'm gonna sound like a true white man. If this makes sense, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm
The United States will never change for the better.
Oh, definitely not. What the heck was that?
The United,
What was that?
probably you're freaking about them again, so probably the dust from up there.
I was about to say, something just smacked me in my face.
So we have come to instances where history has changed itself. I'm talking about like if you look back into the segregation.
Repeated itself?
No, change. Like from okay, so you saw like segregation.
Yeah.
To now.
I mean, history hasn't changed much of itself.
But it's some of which has changed in the version of black versus white, in my eyes. So
I wouldn't necessarily say that's history changing itself. That's just progression of time.
Yes. So like we've evolved shortly into a different type of people. However, I feel like the aggression changed from physical, like in person, like 24/7, like they used to do. I'm talking about like, you know, black people being beaten, chased by dogs, hosed down, all this, that, and the third. I feel like it's been taken and lowered to a certain standard in their eyes, if that is acceptable. And they do it in a different way than what they did before. They do it more capitalistic or more like, in a way, white collar criminal.
Honestly, it feels like not much has changed.
You know what I mean? Like they took what they had in the past and just found a better way to do it now.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a better way of doing it now.
It's an adaptation to what, like they adapted their ways to make it more progressive today.
Sort of, kind of, but also that has always been a thing.
That's what I'm saying. But as the generations go down the line, it's been adapting and adapting and adapting, and it's not going to change. It's just going to change into a different way, shape, or form.
But I'm not. Yes and no, because it's always been a thing. Whether whichever way you try to shape it, it has always been that sort of prejudice.
True. We have ghosts too, apparently, as well.
My nigga, I'm gonna need you to chill with your ectoplasmic. Nobody's trying to suck on your ectoplasmic peen. Calm down.
He said okay.
Fine, dang, cuz. You got it. Let me finish my thought. Thank you. If
he does it again, I'm kind of freak.
Don't. Bryson Tiller, don't.
Anyway, continue.
So, yeah, that prejudice has always been there. So it's like, bro.
It really did it to you. I think it should be good now.
You just don't want me to speak on this. But I'm going to. So the prejudice has always been there. Okay? Whichever way you try to shape it, it has always been there. And it will continue to be there. Because policing started on the plantation. It literally has. Like, officer is a derivative from overseer.
Yes.
Which means just pretty much they have people set up to watch over black people and make sure that we are, I'm not going to say me, because I'm just saying we as in a collective of African Americans and or black people, minorities, whatever it is, to make sure that we are in check.
What happened to the sheriff and deputies? When did it ever become, I want to be a police officer?
That's what. What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, because sheriffs and deputies, they're the ones who put the officers, overseers, in that place. So,
but the deputies are technically the ones that are considered the officers, because the chief is technically the sheriff.
but which is more common terminology now?
That's what I'm saying. When did we turn sheriff and deputies back into chief and officer?
When hasn't it been that way?
Back in like the rodeo times, you know what I mean? Like back in the Wild West, back then, like those days, it was always the sheriff and his deputies.
I mean, sheriffs are more so like for rural, small town areas. That's more so where you would hear sheriff from. And if you have like a bigger office, you're more so going to say chief and officer versus sheriff and deputies. Sheriffs and deputies are more so like the older way of saying things. Chiefs and officers.
That's what I'm saying. Why did we change it? Why couldn't it have stayed that way? Because now when people say, "Oh, I'm an officer of the law," you're an overseer of the law.
Deputy sounds more
official.
Like, it sounds more official, but it also sounds like you're supposed to be doing your job to the utmost ability.
Which is why I feel like if you don't get that status of a deputy and you call yourself an officer, you're not living up to that specific quota / expectation. So therefore, if we reversed our way of thinking back into the sheriff and deputy days,
I ain't gonna say that.
Talking like name wise, like ideal thinking wise.
But even then, you still had like the term cops.
You still had corruption. No matter what, you still gonna have corruption.
Like if you try to use the word cops more so has a negative connotation to it than police. Well, police officer, police cop, you don't necessarily hear it. Like officer has more so been publicized as in like a supposed to be good thing, even though it's coming from the word overseer, which is a negative connotation for the eyes of black people, but for the slave owners and stuff like that, overseer is like, yeah, that's my good old boy right there.
Which is also why I feel like these people that do like their own militias are smart in a way, because they're the ones that don't have these officers of the law watching them.
Militia as in
the people off the grid.
Yeah, but more so when you hear people off of the grid, they're more so...
You think crazy people...
Not even crazy people. It's more so you don't ever necessarily hear anything good about militias like that.
Because they don't know. They always think about them. Most of the time they're cults.
Exactly. Like, if there are... I'm not going to say there are bad militias. There are definitely good militias. Just like, more so you hear more stuff about bad militias, just like you more so hear stuff about bad police officers. Nowadays, you hear negative stuff about the police officers, like this instance, more than you hear about good police officers. Because there was a story a minute ago where an officer pulled over a black guy. He had 2 kids in the back seat of his car. He could have given dude a ticket and all that other stuff. He didn't. He told dude to follow him to Walmart, gave him pretty much a police escort to Walmart, got him car seats for his kids so his kids wouldn't be out here like just falling over in the seat. Like, you don't necessarily hear stories like that. No. Like, it's not as mainstream as negative stories, because mainly people look for the negative things. They want something to... Yes, negative things sell. Like, people more so look for negative
they want something to fight for. They want something to fight
for. Not even something to fight for. They want something...
No, not for. Fight over.
Oh, fight over.
Everyone's mama and their auntie, darn well, as soon as they go to that nail salon, as soon as they hear some gossip that they don't want to hear, what you say about da-da-da, what?
Yeah, but that's just people in general. Like,
exactly.
If you're driving down the highway and you see, like, something that Gabriel Iglesias said in one of his stand-ups, like how the traffic in America versus traffic in India, everyone keeps going. They don't necessarily look for it. Like, in America, if somebody gets into an accident, from that instance, going backwards, like going towards that instance, traffic is dumb slow, it stops. After it, zooming. That's how it is with people in negative stuff. They're going to sit here and wait for negative stuff to happen
focus on the
so that they
stuff.
can like just take off with it.
Alright, I'm gonna say this in a minute. Just like in life, if you focus on negative stuff, you're not gonna get to the positive.
Exactly. Like, and it sucks that this is one of the negative instances that we are focusing on, especially for this podcast.
We are only focusing on this because it's hilarious how dumb these fucking cops are.
I mean, the situation isn't hilarious, but the incompetence of
the police
is actually hilarious.
Like, how can you be more stupid?
They weren't thinking. And even if they were thinking...
Then you need more training. Simple. If you're not going to think in a simple situation between a 14-year-old, like this means a minor, and you're still tackling him
wasn't the black kid in middle school and the white kid in high school? Yeah. I mean, granted, you're probably not going to tell the difference because everybody looks...
So you're trying to say...
Everybody looks like they're in high school.
So you're telling me this... Okay, so if you put them next to each other, if you saw the kid who was looking at him like this, the white kid was looking at him down like this, you can clearly see the white kid taller than him and bigger than him.
No, but I'm saying like age-wise, because...
It doesn't matter.
No, but I'm saying...
the size and like weight.
Wait, hold on. What we're not about to do is say that size matters all the time.
You're telling me
size does not matter all the time because there have been instances where smaller dudes knocked out bigger people.
This man, even if he got knocked out, if he fell on my dude, he would have crushed him.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
This man could have eaten him like a Big Mac.
That's not a Big Mac.
Sad. A side of fries.
There you go.
Sorry, a fry.
Hey, we ain't gonna disrespect him.
I'll give him 2, 1 per leg.
That's rude. That's actually rude. That's very rude.
I'm sorry, being called skinny, I have to make the jokes without saying skinny.
Nigga, and I was fat. And
I was full.
Shut up.
I was.
Shut up.
I was.
Shut up.
Okay. Hey, when you found out this?
Sucks that this situation happened. 1, 2, this is kind of like the first podcast where we actually stayed on
This
topic.
is true. I blame you, Mr. Hispanic J. Cole.
Even before. Really? This is kind of like one of the first ones where we 100%. I'm not going to say 100. Nah, it's more than 100% we were still
good.
And it sucks that it had to be this specific
I
subject.
feel, you want to know why? I feel like this because we had a conversation before. It gave us something like to start out. It gave us a direction.
We don't have to do it. I mean, if we go back to the days where we were...
we got to. We have to start back.
That's also, we need like a very good... How about y'all Negroes give us topics?
Yeah, y'all haven't even done anything special for us. We over here doing content for y'all, and y'all not even...
I mean, I don't even necessarily care if y'all do anything special like that.
I'm scared.
Of course you do. You're light skinned.
That really emotional one. You gotta get the... Hold up, where's the water? Give me the water. I caught it. Hold up, you gotta get the side of my eyes. Yeah.
Your mascara's running. Okay, don't drop it on the PS4 now.
Alright, so come on, guys.
Amira, come get your man.
No! God, no. Hey, it's been a lovely podcast, guys. If you want to talk that like that.
Subscribe. Well, y'all niggas is already here, so y'all already subscribed. Tell your friends. Tell your tell your mamas. Tell your sisters.
YouTube.
Tell your brothers. Tell your girlfriends. Tell your boyfriends. Tell your dogs. Tell your cats. Stop stroking the phone while I'm looking at it. Your pelvis is not what I'm trying to do. Ghost. Give him your ectoplasmic being.